Brightest, Mrs. Ensminger here. Now that the weather is finally getting nicer, and it should technically be baseball season right about now, I actually wanted to share with you a lesson that I won a contest with right from this Philadelphia team. This mascot you're going to learn how to draw today is pretty familiar. Some would even say he's America's favorite mascot. Anyway, in this art lesson, you're going to learn about complementary colors, create implied textures with your art supplies, and learn how to draw a particular baseball mascot. So, if you love sports or just love furry green mascots, stick around and create with me. Let's create a complementary color mascot. To create this lesson, you will need a piece of blank paper, pencil and eraser, and crayons and markers to color with. We're going to start our mascot's head by drawing a hill in the center right of the paper. Draw 2 touching ovals for his eyes and add the pupil in the center. If you want a shine spot, you can put a circle up top and then color in the rest. Our mascot has 2 layers of lashes or fur that outline his eyes. Begin your first layer on the left side of his eye and kind of make a bumpy zigzag across both eyes and end next to the other eye. Erase any line that goes through the shape. We're going to need a second layer of the same line right above our first. So do the exact same thing right above and erase any part that goes through your line. Let's draw a backwards cap on our mascot. From the top layer of fur we just drew, draw a diagonal line to the back of his head. I want the cap to be a little bigger than my mascot's head, so I'm going to draw a semicircle up and around. Try to end near the diagonal line you just drew, and erase the top of his head that falls in between. To draw the brim of the cap, draw another diagonal and then a half circle that stops at the cap. Draw a small bump or curve on the top of the cap. Let's plan out where our mascot's snout is going to be. Draw a backward C between and under his eyes. Plan out how far out you want the snout to go, and draw a big oval outside of his face. Draw a straight diagonal line connecting the top of your oval to the top of your backward C, and erase anything underneath. Do the same thing at the bottom, connecting the bottom of your oval to the bottom of your backward C, and again erasing anything that falls in between. You can add a logo on the back of the hat if you'd like, or across the front, up to you. I'm going to add a pennant in the background for my mascot to cheer on his team. Pennants are easy to draw. Just draw a long triangle with a long rectangle on the side. Inside the pennant, write a complimentary, encouraging statement. You could write, "Go team," "Great game," "Nice job," or whatever you come up with. Let's get some color on our mascot. I'm going to use a mix of crayons and markers to show texture and depth. To show the texture of fur on my mascot, I'm going to draw short up and down lines with my markers. Color more dark green in the outer oval of his snout. Color more dark green along the backward C as well. Now I'm just adding more texture fur with a light green marker all over. Now I'm going to switch over to crayons. I'm going to use regular green and yellow green to fill in the rest of my mascot's fur. going to use a black marker to outline my mascot's eyes and fill in the pupil inside. The first layer of fur around our mascot's eyes should be a pinkish purple. I'm just outlining the fur first with a marker, and then just filling the inside in with red violet. The second layer of fur is blue, so get a blue marker, outline it, and then fill it in blue. Let's take a quick look at the color wheel. Colors that live directly opposite from one another are called complementary colors and are opposite in every way. Red and green are complements. Red is primary and warm, while green is secondary and cool. They share no characteristics. I'm going to outline my mascot's cap with a red marker and then fill it in with red crayon. Since our mascot is mostly green, by coloring his cap red, it will produce the strongest contrast of these two colors. Now I'm just going to outline my words and my pennant all in black. Let's revisit our color wheel again, this time focusing on another pair of complements. Yellow and purple. Yellow is warm and a primary color, while purple is cool and a secondary color. I'm going to use a complementary color pair, yellow and purple, to color in my pennant. Just like the complements red and green, when yellow and purple are next to one another, they appear more vibrant. Let's get our final pair of complementary colors in our picture. Blue and orange. Remember, blue is primary and cool, while orange is secondary and warm. I will actually use two pairs of complementary colors to complete my background sunset. I'm going to start with my brightest colors at the bottom and work my way up toward the darker colors near the top. Color yellow across the bottom, then switch to orange, and overlap some orange into yellow and yellow into orange for a smooth gradient. Now here's where our complementary pair comes in. After orange, color with blue. Try to transition the two colors by overlapping a bit where the two colors meet. And lastly, I'm going to use purple to color the top of my sky. Our mascot is both complementing his team in the pennant, as well as we used complementary colors throughout the picture. And there you have it. Now you know how to draw a complementary color mascot.